Hi everyone, welcome to the first episode of Platinum Plays. This one's going to be a little bit different than the rest will be, mostly because I've already got Platinums. As you can see, the 11 just up there, I know, amazing. But as we go on further, obviously I'll show you each game individually and show you a little bit about each of them as we go along anyway. So let's get into it. First of all, Bulletstorm. Pretty good game, top notch I'd say. Played this back in the PS3 days, tried to platinum it, but there was one trophy where you had to kill all of the enemies on your way to the ship at the end, and for some reason it just wouldn't pop. I did it many a time, and every single time I did it, it just wouldn't work. Overall fantastic game. As you can see there, me playing with one of my buddies to get the final trophy. Online trophy's a bit annoying, but just got to work hard at them and you end up getting there in the end. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. Easy game. Worth playing, especially if you used to like all of the old Call of Duty games, let's say, back when they were actually good, you know. Up until Modern Warfare, which just came out last year, which was decent anyway. Obviously you got Black Ops Cold War now, which I haven't actually played yet. Very good game, as you can see there. Absolutely fantastic screenshot. Thanks PlayStation for doing that for us. Great game again, would recommend to other players. One of the best games I've played next, God of War. Quite a high percentage rate for the Platinum, actually 5% on the actual PlayStation. I think it was just all the collectibles that I had to go around and get at the end, which kind of took the fun out of the game, let's say. Biggest challenge was the Valkyrie Queen. Well, defeat all 9 Valkyries. Valkyrie Queen, just no fun at all. That can just basically go away. Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered. Again, great game. Surprised it's only 1%. Would definitely recommend anybody to play this, especially, as I said, for Modern Warfare, if you like the old games. As you can see, obviously the last trophy to get was the time challenge. Took it out on the board because it pissed me right off, although it wasn't too bad. I've had harder challenges, for instance Titanfall, which I haven't managed to get the speedrun thing for that, where you have to do the little kind of course in a certain amount of time. Titanfall 2 that is. So yeah, after many a tries, took my anger out on the board when I finally got it. Next one, going on to Trover Saves the Universe. Hilarious game, great fun to play. As you can see here, the final trophy was to get 100 baskets in this stupid little mini game when you're inside the ship. Very frustrating. Sit there for a couple hours basically and just hit the little paper balls into the basket and hope that you get there as quick as you possibly can, really. The rest of the trophies are all pretty self-explanatory. The only really annoying ones is getting everything, so like kind of collectible sort of things. Quite funny names for the trophies as well. There you go, there's the annoying one, collect all the power babies, where you have to go through and get all of them. Luckily you can play the missions back over, so if you need to, you just use guides and go over it. One of the best Platinums to say, Beat Saber in VR. Great fun to do. A little bit frustrating. So you can see the crappy little platinum icon in the middle there when the trophies pop when you're in VR. Played 24 hours, obviously the most annoying just because you have to play for so long, but again, if you enjoy the game, then it's really no grind, is it? A few different levels, such as get 15 full combos on expert level. Use the modifiers if you have to. I think you can see there on the screen that I did actually use the modifiers just because it was frustrating me that I had to get one final one and couldn't seem to get it. Although playing it now, it seems like it's a lot easier of a game. One of the ones that people find the most difficult, get SS rank on any level on expert without using any modifiers. I basically just did without realising I was doing. I just played the game and it popped. Probably the easier of some of them, to be honest. Getting like full combos and S ranks on certain amount on higher difficulties was a lot more challenging. If you've got VR, definitely the one to play. Probably the best game that I've played on the VR. Goat Simulator. All I have to say about this is it's a bit of a daft game. There's no fun in it really, other than running around as a bloody goat. And the most frustrating thing on the entire game, which takes hours of your time, Flappy Goat. Only tips to say here really are stay up high and drop down to the bottom one. Don't try and jump into it, and just keep on going. Don't pay attention to the score, because then you'll get close and you'll fluff your lines basically. You'll think, oh god, I'm on 9, and then you'll hit it because you're not paying too much attention to it. Definitely never going back to that game though. Spyro the Dragon next. Fun game. Good to go back to a childhood game that I played when I was younger. A little bit frustrating getting all the gems on it, but again, you can follow guides. You've got the Sprat's little, is it Sprat? His little ability where he can point you towards the remaining gems in the levels. It's just sometimes a challenge getting to certain ones, isn't it? If you like your old games, definitely give it a go. Quite a high platinum percentage there as well, actually. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, obviously the new one. Fun game. Glad that there were no online trophies for the platinum at least, and it was pretty much just campaign stuff. Fairly simple to go through. Just follow guides again if you can't do certain stuff. Veteran, by far the easiest of any of them. Not really a challenge, to be honest. You just take your time and just go through it, keep on taking cover when you need to. DLC trophy, the most annoying thing I've had to play, and you've got such a stunning screenshot there from the platinum to show off for it, you know. Me and one of my friends playing online with random people, so difficult to try and get, because you find that other people are just useless at the game and just die constantly, or don't progress, therefore you can't do too much yourself because you just get bombarded by enemies. Horizon Zero Dawn, probably one of the best games I've actually played. I really enjoyed this. I like my dinosaurs, so you know, robot dinosaurs, can't really go wrong with that. Again, final trophy was getting the little kind of deer statue things. Annoying to say, but follow guides, you get you there quite easily. Pretty simple game when you put yourself down to it. It's just, again, the collectibles, but you can buy the little extension things in the game for the maps so that you can actually see the collectibles on the maps. You just have to go to the area and then find it. But pretty easy level game. Bit of a grind to get to the level 50 if you don't have the DLC, but with the DLC, as you're playing through, you'll reach there anyway. Yeah, pretty simple. Good fun game. Definitely recommend to anybody who's not played. I will go back and play the New Game Plus sometime. It's just having the chance to actually go and play it, and I'll do it on the hardest difficulty because you may as well just to get the 100%. Rocket League. This is an old one, let's say, that I got. Well, this year, but that's just because I had a couple of last-minute trophies. Mainly the drive so many miles one, which is a bit glitched, and look, drive 50 kilometers, which I think I ended up on about 75 kilometers by the end of it. Just because it's a little bit glitched. I don't really know why, but pretty easy, because if you play the game, and it's a good fun game to play anyway, then you'll get there just by playing it pretty much. Quite a lot of the trophies you will, just as you play through, you'll end up getting them. Can't say the same for the DLC ones, they're all a bit annoying. The main one in here is this collect 150 items one, so I did this before the recent update, so it was a bit easier, but now I believe you have to actually collect them from online games, and I believe, yep, that's it. Yeah, so there's a run through my platinums. Obviously we'll have different little games of platinum plays, and we'll see you in the next one. Alright, peace.